Greetings, Professor Bra here. If you're like me, sometimes you wonder if you have or had any rare diseases. After researching them for this video, I wish I did from how horrible these diseases were. These are the most bizarre rare diseases. Number 1, Progeria. Do you have this? Chances are if you're over 13, then nope. People who have this bit the dust before they could read The Great Gatsby in school. Progeria is usually because of damage to a fetus. You can spot one easily from their appearance. This could be by their facial structure, such as having a small face, big eyes, and underdeveloped jaw. Once they reach 2 years old, all their hair is lost from top to bottom. From the hair, the eyebrows, and the eyelashes. Eventually, they lose their layers of fat inside the skin, which loses their artery walls, leading to heart attacks 90% of the time for sufferers. Now, if you're still here, then you must have some serious iron stomach. Number 2, laughing death. You laugh, you lose, but you actually lose. The disease, also known as Kuru, only happened in the tribes of New Guinea. So here's how this disease works, right? Number 1, you start having shaking limbs. Number 2, 1 to 3 months later, you'd lose the ability to stand upright. Number 3, become cross-eyed and lose the ability to speak fluently because you're laughing like the Joker. And number 4, you perish. Now you wonder why and only why was it only in New Guinea? Well, here it is. In the villages, it was accustomed to eat their family members who passed away. So basically, cannibalism. The NINDS found out from seeing their Swiss cheese brains, which is common in cannibalism. Do they still do this though? Thank God no. Number 3, FOP. Only 1 in 2 million people have this. Let's say you're trying to get on that grind and pump some iron with this disease. Then you're horrendously screwed because muscles turn into bones. Even if you try not to get muscles, there's no escaping your fate. If you hit yourself like even once and your muscles try to grow back, then you're screwed. Number 4, Alice in the Wonderland syndrome. This one seems to be the trippiest out of all the diseases I researched. What is it, you may ask? The best way I can describe it is being in a constant acid trip. Yeah, that's not a very fun thing. What do you experience? Objects being way smaller than you. It's not just that though. This affects your hearing, your touch, and how you even see your own body. And okay, you might think it's not so bad, but it's also reported that you'd be under constant migraines, and believe me, that ain't no life to live. Number 5, Porphyria. What's so interesting about it? Purple pee and shit. There are rumors that King George III may have had it. Porphyria messes up the flow of him, which means protein isn't getting enough traction in the red blood cells, which also affects the skin and nervous system. Some side effects are abdominal pain, stomach cramps, nausea, vomiting, and consumption. But to add more fuel into the fire, you're very sensitive to the sun, you're itching and swelling, and lastly, and I promise lastly, you have reddish teeth and fingernails. Number 6, Pica. From Latin to English, it means magpie. Magpies are people who can almost eat anything. And that's right, we are working with my strange addiction levels of people. Now, reports state that almost all pregnant women and children have this. You know, this could be things like dirt, floor, paint, and so on. But why am I making a video about rare diseases if almost everyone had this in one point of their lives? Well, that's because it's only Pica if this habit persists over past a month. The strange thing is that NORD, National Organization for Rare Disorders, has yet to see why this happens. But want to know something that isn't strange? Smashing that subscribe button, liking and sharing that video, and commenting what you want next. Thank you and see ya.